It's a pleasure to be here, and I want to celebrate the Family Resource Ministry and all the presenters so far. I really want to appreciate everyone who has spoken. At least even me, I have one or two things to gain, and I hope every one of you, the participants, have really been taking notes, because you should never take any aspect of knowledge for granted. It's a beautiful thing. It's a really big thing of privilege when you have the opportunity to learn from someone. So I will start my talk this afternoon by congratulating everyone. I was asked to speak on navigating life through the university, and thus far I want to my name has been introduced. I'm Dr. Catherine Adeniji. I lecture at Lee City University in biochemistry. So that being said, I want to first of all congratulate every one of you. Either you have gotten admission or you are still working on it. We know that God will make it a success. And I want to say all the journey thus far, secondary and primary, secondary till now, it has been a lot of hard work on your part. And I want to say congratulations for making it this far. We celebrate the grace and a help of God. And we should always learn to give thanks to God. The Bible says in 2 Corinthians that it's God who causes us to triumph in every areas of life. Did common entrance, did WAEC, JAMB, and all that. These take a lot of hard work. So we must always be thankful. So that being said, to navigate through university, now we are at this stage. Maybe you received your admission letter, everything had been sorted, or you're still processing change of course and all that. Now we are here. How do we navigate? What are the things to do? What are the things for you not to do? What are the steps to take? I appreciate the professor that spoke earlier, telling us about the school systems and all that. And then, okay, now, what should you do and what should you not do? I will divide it into different aspects of your life. For someone to successfully navigate through the university, even if it's poly, college of education, higher institution generally, even life, you need to be well balanced. You need to be well balanced, and I categorize it into these 5: spiritually, mentally, emotionally, physically, socially. A well-balanced life will give you the opportunity for you to successfully go through the university, and then you will be able to triumph in it all, because it is not it's not easy, but with Christ in God we know that we can do all things. So for you to be able to go through the journey and not sink, and not lose your way, and not lose your balance, and not lose yourself in the process of university. Many have gone to school and they've lost themselves. What was meant to build them eventually marred them. So for you to successfully go through the university, go through this school, the 4 walls of any private, public, anyone, you need to be well balanced. You need to prepare yourself spiritually, prepare yourself mentally, prepare yourself, be emotionally stable, and physically strong. You need strength. So I'll go through them one after the other, and God will help me. I will stick to time. The first one is spiritually. One of our speakers spoke about how to live with God and all that. We all need God. I believe we are all children of God who has given our life to Christ. and then you know who you are. You're not, you should, by now I believe that you have given yourself to God and not taking it, but you're not borrowing your life, giving it to him, giving him your all. So I will not be dwelling much on that, because the previous speaker spoke a lot on that. But to be spiritually balanced, I will just emphasize that in a university, you need to identify yourself. The moment you get the admission, do your registration, get your accommodation sorted, you've done all this. Let people know you for who you are. Let people see you, know that you are a child of God. The moment you are able to identify yourself and take your stand in God, they will not, some people will not come to you asking you to do certain things. There are some things that they will not even ask you to come and participate in. You'll be respected and know, oh, this person, this brother. I remember in our school days, you were one bro. Some people will not even be able to ask you to come to parties. Nobody will be able to invite you to clubs or distract you. Once they know that this one is, but you even see in some school, before you know it, they'll start calling you pastor, even without you explaining that, okay, I'm a pastor or anything. So the first thing to take your stand in school is to identify yourself spiritually. Let people meet you, know where you stand. Take your stand by the way you do things, the way you speak, the way you dress, the way you, everything. I'm not saying that you have to carry Bible on your head every time you go to class. I'm not saying that you should go and die in fellowship and ignore other areas of life. There's a balance. That's why I want to really talk about this balance. Because in those days now, you see some people every time, even times for lecture, they will be in church, fellowship. Even time for other things, they are in fellowship. I'm not saying you should. Even where you are in classes, in your hostel, you are representing God. They know this, you are a child of God. Take your stand. Identify with a body of Christ. You have a fellowship you attend. You have your fellowship hours. You are in fellowship. They know when you wake up, when you are praying. Your hostel mates, your roommates, they know that this person is a prayer person. They know you. Just take your stand spiritually. I really need you to really emphasize this, because many times children see school like an I don't want them to know I'm spirit coco. You don't want them to be calling you Iya Jesu or Baba Jesu. There's nothing wrong with that. Let your peers, your classmates, your hostel mate, let them know where you stand. Taking a stand in school saves you from a lot of trouble. It saves you from a lot of distractions. It saves you from a lot of invitations. A lot of invitations that people even don't want to get involved in many things. Before you know it, because they don't know who they are or where they stand, they can start inviting them. And that's why people have unknowingly joined club prostitution. They have unknowingly joined cultism. Some people have already unknowingly, because they start subtly. They don't know where they stand. So, and when you have identified yourself in your fellowship, be committed. Pick a group, let them know you are in choir. I'm sure every self fellowships and all that school fellowships has units there you can join and be committed. You see, people have built themselves. We see many pastors today started from school days. It is a time to to serve God. School time is also a time to also serve God. And this seeds of service, many of us have sown it back then. We repeat now, even after school. It is the time for you. You have time, you have strength, you have the energy. Please take your stand spiritually. Build strength in the holies. Pray fervently. Philippians 4:13 says, by strength I can do all things through Christ that strengthens me. You need that strength. In order, as you're navigating in other areas, you need that strength. The spiritual controls the physical. It controls every other thing. So you need to build your strength in the place of prayer. Bible says, by strength shall no man prevail. There's nothing we can do on our own. So if you want to succeed academically, you want to succeed in every areas, the strength to do that, you need to draw it. You draw strength from Zion. It is done in the place of prayer. Psalm 18:29 also says, for in you I can charge an arm. There's nothing you want to do on your own that you first need that strength, the strength of God. And with him, you can run through a troop, you can scale over walls, you can do anything with Christ. There's nothing you can do in school on your own. That is the truth. You need God, you need his wisdom, you need his guidance, you need him directing you. You need God, you need strength, and all this can be achieved when you are standing with your God, you are fervent in prayers, you are committed in fellowship, and you are an ambassador. Be a great ambassador of Christ. Everywhere you go, you represent God. You dress well, dress neatly. You speak the words of Christ. You are edifying. People can come to you with issues because they know you will respond maturely. The words of your mouth are seasoned with grace. All these things come with our relationship with God. And the next thing I would like to talk about is to be well balanced physically. You need to be well balanced physically. You need to dress well. When I see my students dressing well, I will even tell you, you look good. It shows when you dress well, you are representing God well. When you dress well, you represent your parents well. It shows you are well trained. It shows you are, in fact, some doors will open for you when you dress well. You dress well, always be decent. Keep a well-ironed, neat clothes. It doesn't have to be expensive. You don't have to break a neck to dress well. Always appear neat. Be decent. In fact, in my own office, I know if you dress badly, I will send you back. You can't come to my office dressed in all these trousers or all these cut and all these serious hairstyles. You see some of them, and you say some will even say they are pastors' children. It's alarming, because what you are representing by standing contravenes or contradicts where you say you are coming from. To always represent God, be an ambassador of Christ by dressing well. A lot of things will just align for you when you are always looking good. Please, I will advocate with you. Smell good. Smell good. Build your physical strength. They say the higher you go, the tougher it gets. There's nothing tough there. You receive strength from God. You can do all things. Build physical strength. You need it. If you love to exercise well, walk well, go to the gym. If your school has such facility, and if not, eat well. Eat well. If you are not fasting, always eat well. Mentally, you need to be sound. Your brain requires a lot of energy. When you are doing mental work, it requires you to eat. So always eat well. If you can cook based on your timing, the timing of your lectures, if you can cook in the morning, if you have early lecture, if you can take some, always leave your hostel with something in your stomach. It gives you stamina. You'll be able to even comprehend. Many people get lost in class because their brain is not well supplied with energy. You will not be distracted. You will not feel. We've had students faint in class because you ask them, they say they've not eaten. So physically, you need to be well balanced. I want to believe many of you have learned the skills of cooking. Eating out will be expensive, and in this time and season, you really need to learn basic things. Cook when you have food. Cook in the morning. Plan yourself. Always plan yourself. Don't go and faint in class. Don't get too tired. In fact, you will not be able to comprehend well when you are low on energy. Eat well. Don't wear yourself out with frivolities. It is important. You plan yourself how, okay, I have lecture so time. Have the time you rest. When I get back to my hostel, I eat, shower, and sleep. When I wake up, okay, if I don't have in those days, we used to live a triangular life. Lectures, hostel, fellowship. And in between, you can go back to class to read. And if you don't have, you can read in your room. Have a well planned out life. Don't wear yourself out with frivolities. And some people, my friend is going to somewhere. This friend you follow to do registration. This friend you follow to go and collect book. This friend is going to do photocopy. You follow the friend. This friend is going to go and do this one. Before you know it, you got to your hostel, you are too tired to even read. You're too tired to do other things. So don't wear yourself out with frivolities. Whatever you don't have time for, you don't have time for it. And it does not hurt to say no. Oh, yeah, this one says, please follow me to go and do please, I have to go and do this. It does not mean you are not a good person. It does not mean you are, when you have the time, you can do that. So don't wear yourself out with frivolities, unnecessary friendship, unnecessary follow. Don't be a follow. So take good care of yourself. Don't wear yourself out. You can't be everywhere. You can't be friends to everybody. So learn that. So prioritize your well-being, prioritize yourself. You come first. You are in school, you're to learn, take care of yourself. Don't abandon your work and be helping somebody else to do their own. I'm not saying it's not good to help. Of course, help. But you know that you are there. Prioritize yourself. You come first. Don't abandon your class and follow somebody to their own class. We've seen such cases in school. Just this face, what are you doing here? I say, I'm with my friend. You are with your friend in another class. Don't you have class? Now, okay, I'm going now. I'm going. So you don't leave yourself and say, I'm taking care. Some of you cook, the time you are supposed to be in your class. Say, I want to cook. My friend came to my hostel. I want to cook for him. Prioritize yourself. You come first. If you are sharing, let it be when you are also eating. Share that food. The time you are supposed to do other things, don't say you are doing cool administration. We've had cases like that in schools. Say, he does not have food, does not have kidney. I'm not saying you should not share, but let it be when you cook, when you are eating, for them to eat too. It's not that when you are supposed to be in lecture, you are visiting, you are doing visitation up and down. Prioritize yourself. You come first. Have a self-care plan. Take care of yourself. Wash your clothes. The time you are supposed to go to the market, shop for yourself. Buy these things. What you need, itemize. Buy the things you need. Take care of yourself. Have a self-care plan. Schools can be challenging. Of course, you can be opportunities, new courses to attend lectures. It's not like secondary school or yes, that many of you are used to. They take you to school, parents do school runs. They take you to school. This one is different. You are now on your own. There's not a big deal. Of course, you are matured. You are at that stage of life. Not many of you have been looking forward to it. But it can be challenging. Many times you see students walking from one lecture hall to the other. You have to walk. And if you are saying you want to start taking public transport, it can be expensive. So if you cannot afford the medicine, you have to walk from one end of the school to another for classes. You go and wait in line for registrations, do this. So it can be tasking on your health. So you really need to have a self-care plan. Eat well, build your stamina. If you are an exercise or a sport you've been used to, do it. Like in my school, they have a swimming pool, they have games that students can go in the evening, even early in the morning. If you go to school early at times, you will see students build your strength. You need the strength. You need the strength. And then when you exercise well, study have shown that it helps mental alertness. For you need all these things. Have a self-care plan. So this time around, you need to be walking. You distress me, so you don't break down. We've had cases of students, I'm too tired. You are not coming for lectures. I attended Monday lecture. I was too tired. They fall sick easily. because they are not used to the rigors yet. You know, before you are in one class in secondary school, you are having class, this teacher teach one subject, the next one comes teach next. If it's not break time, you may not leave the class. But this one now, you may be walking from one hall to the other, attending lectures, and it can be stressful. So you need to be physically stable, balanced, to successfully navigate through the university. So you need to take care of yourself too, to be fit to attend lectures. So don't be a fool. Don't wear yourself out with unnecessary frivolities or activities that does not add anything to you. Don't be a master of all and a jack of all and a master of none. So don't involve yourself in too many things. Eat well, be prepared, time yourself, time your lectures, know where you be part time. If you are working, if you are taking by, plan yourself, and all these things will also help you to save money too. So do things that will not take too much from you. Oh, the next one I'll talk about is mentally. You need to be well balanced mentally. Like I said earlier, the university school life will be tasking. It will be demanding. It will require a lot from you. You have to be prepared for it. It's demanded that you're already in school now. You have to be. It is highly demanding. There's no we can't overemphasize that. So you need to be well prepared. But we know that in all the business, in all the being tasking, in it being demanding, we are sure of one thing, that God will always provide a way of escape for you. There's nothing we have not seen before. There is no swear. People have gone through it. You've heard testimony of people come out with first class. People have done it. So always know that if they can do it, I can also do it. You can do it. There's no course is too difficult. No lecturer is too tough. You know, it was made by God. There's nothing that they are bringing. Keep telling yourself that no, there's nothing, no mountain. Before Zerubbabel will become plain, before you will become plain. So keep telling yourself and reminding yourself that you can do all things through Christ. It can, some courses, you see some 4-unit course, you see some, highly tasking. It's not all courses that you will like. It's not all courses that you will know very well. But one thing I know is that there's no mountain. Before Zerubbabel, be telling yourself, before you, it will be made plain. No course, no discipline. You can succeed in it. With hard work, with dedication, with commitment, you will scale through the mountain. You will run through the truth by God. Earlier I've said we need to be spiritually stable too. Once take your stand through in the place, all this confidence come in the place of prayer. You can do it. The mountain will become plain. So you need to just stay focused, avoid procrastination, attend your lectures. Don't say we've seen students making an habit of I don't want to become to school on Fridays. Some will even tell you any lecture on Friday, or some will say I'm too tired. Attend your lectures. There's always something to gain. And some will say that lecture is not good, so I will not be going to that lecture. I will be going to the one that we've seen lecturers who use their attendance strictly. Attend all lectures. Sit in a place that is comfortable for you to learn. Go early. It is not even good when you go late. Go early, attend your lectures, keep notes. When you get back, check your notes. Stay focused, don't procrastinate. Learn, have a study planner. You know what works for you. For some of us, when I was a student, that's who I like reading in the night. When I get home from classes, if I don't have fellowship, I will eat, shower, I will sleep. Once I sleep, I'll know that the moment I wake up, I can take it till the next morning. That is me. For some, it may not work for them. For some, once they read a few pages, they are good to go. And they will, that's all. Know your what works for you. Have a study plan. Plan it, okay, on so maybe 3 hours every day, 4 hours, 2 hours. Okay, these are the courses I'm reading. Mondays are for these courses, so that you know the course you did on Monday, you read it that day. The ones on Tuesday, you read it that day. If you have to read more, dig deeper. Always dig deeper in every course. Dig deeper than what you are taught. Dig deep, keep your notes, underline, get your course materials. Don't use the money for course materials to go and do other things. And that's why I talk physically about eating well, saving, making an habit of saving, so that you have enough money to do your material, make copies. You have notes, keep your notes. You underline. Even if you are giving soft copy, print it out. So it allows me, I prefer student write. You can paraphrase your teacher's notes, you can rewrite, you can do all these things. Have a hard copy, right? It helps you read, underline what you have read, paraphrase it in a way you understand. So keep track of deadlines when you are supposed to submit assignments, the time for practicals, these ones. If you have to keep journals, you have phone, set reminders, set time for yourself and all that. Set realistic goals. If I'm reading for 2 hours, I'm reading for 2 hours. Don't say I'm following somebody to night class when you know yourself you don't read in the night. You will now go there. Some of them go to night class, then they will sleep from the beginning of the night into the next morning. You'll be wondering, what are they doing there? What are they come to do? You know your nature that, okay, if I go back to the hostel, if I can't sleep, the moment I miss sleeping in the evening, I know I will not be able to read in the night. That is me. So I will just stay. If it's 2 hours, I can manage for that day. Or if I have late lecture, I will know that, okay, I'm not going for night. But do what works for you. And that's why I was talking then, that don't do follow. Because they are going for night class, me too, I must go for night class. Do what works for you. If it's day reading, make sure you read well. Time, set realistic goals, 2 hours, 4 hours. That's what I can do. If you know you get tired after 2 hours, make sure every 2 hours, take a break, read another 2 hours. So you read tougher courses more. So don't say the course is too hard, you abandon it. When exam now comes, that's when you start looking for some materials. That's when you see students running around to make copies, start running around. No, don't abandon your work. Start early. Always start early. Attack it head on. The beginning of semester, attack it head on. As you are being taught, you are going through, you are reading. When the exam is close and when you are taking it over, you get it more. You get it more. So that give yourself a target. In this course, if you set 85 for yourself, I want 85%. If you are now making 75, you are still on course. But when you are already saying this course, I can't pass this course. No, don't speak ill to yourself. No matter how tough a course is, you can do it. Just attack it early. Read it on time. Read it well. Get more materials. Get things. If you have somebody who knows it more than you do, interact with them. No, so my dear, my friend, please, this course I heard the way you were talking about, can you teach me? When we see students organize what do they even call it? We call the class study sessions. The one of them who knows it very well will teach the others. Move close to people you know that this course, this one knows it more than me. Move close to them. Let them explain to you. Let them put you through. You may be lucky to meet people who have gone higher in your level, 400 level, maybe 300 level. And from reports you've heard that they are very good. Approach them. Please, can you teach me? Don't be too pompous to learn. You can learn from anybody. You are only ignorant when you don't know. The moment you know, you become a master of it. So don't let pride, how will somebody be teaching me? No, don't let pride set in. The Bible says pride comes before a fall. It's not a big deal. You too, you can teach somebody. And when you are teaching too, you know it more. So you have to be mentally balanced. Read on time, attend your lectures, have a study plan, read ahead, read your tougher courses more, and all that. I'm trying to rush because I don't want to exceed my 20 minutes. Socially, find time to interact with others. Interact. You know, there are some, I remember undergraduate days, there are some who they used to call it those spirikoko. They are just on their own. They don't miss. In fact, to greet is problem. To talk to others, it's like they will lose their holiness even when they talk to others or laugh. No, God did not call us to that. He had time, even when he was on earth, he had time to relate with people, to dine with others, to heal the sick. He was there. So please find time to do what you enjoy. It's a good way to distress. It's a good way to remove steam, let off some steam. Find time to do what you enjoy doing. If you have learned musical instruments, maybe now play. Distress, after all the stress of lectures, reading, you need to also distress. All these things helps you not to break down. All these things help you to enjoy school too. So find the time to do what you enjoy doing. Do it. It does no harm. Make friends, volunteer when there are programs in school, conferences, volunteer. People have learnt a lot, have gained a lot, have met people who was useful, who helped them channel their career, who have helped them by volunteering. Volunteer, school programs, be an usher. There will be things to do in your fellowship. Volunteer, they are going doing rural evangelism. Two, win a soul, witness, share tracts. There are a lot of things to do on campus. It builds you. You learn skills. Volunteering helps you to learn skills. Volunteer. In my school now, we have like a group of students. They call it voices. They teach them radio programs. They organize students, a lot of student functions, activities. Through that, many of them have learned to do, even to compare. You know what they call compare, to do that, be an MC for programs. Those are things that later on they may not even use their certificates. People are making it big by MCing programs. It could even be a second income, by the side. So volunteer, learn things, learn. Somebody knows how to do something you don't know. We've seen people learn to play even instruments by just meeting somebody who knows how to do it. You play keyboard. Can you teach me? Okay, 1 hour every week. And you do it. You learn a lot of things that can be useful. We've seen research work. Some of us lecturers, we are doing research. We're working in the lab. I had a student. It wasn't even in my department. It was one of the general courses I took, and then he approached me. He was like, "Ma, I heard you were talking about one research you are doing. Ma, please, can I become me? I want to learn how to do certain skills in the lab." And I said, okay, how is your lecture plan? He was so, okay, I'm free on so, okay, anytime I'll call you. I was calling him. He will come. Okay, bring this one. With that, he recognize certain equipment. Well, okay, do this. Intentionally, because I saw his willingness to learn, I was teaching him. So I will call the other, so yeah, put him through. So you learn things. You don't know where you are going. You don't know what you will need. It may not even be the things, the addition and subtraction the lecturers are teaching. It could be these skills. So stay open to meeting people. Learn new things. Build your communication skills. Learn to communicate. There was a student of mine that I heard then she's not fluent when it comes to speaking. I was forcing her by book. I would say, yeah, take this book, go and read. So with that, she kept improving. By the time she graduated, she was speaking fluently. Build your communication skills. There are doors that will open for you by the way you've built yourself in speaking. Learn public speaking. This things, not everybody was born with it. You can also learn it. Be friendly. Be friendly. Don't be too uptight. Don't be too all the time. Don't just be in your corner. Be friendly. Greet. Be cheerful. Be a kind person. Treat people well. Even the Bible says that we should do to others as we want them to do to you. Do to others. Don't be too, be supportive. Build a supportive network of peers who will help make your university days memorable and enjoyable. It's important. Build a supportive network of good friends. I've told you in the beginning, spiritual stand, identify yourself. So, like people of like minds, the Bible says we should not be unequally yoked with unbelievers. So, mind the kind of people you interact with. I'm not saying because somebody said you should make friends. Yeah, you can't be making friends with people by their looks. The Bible says by their fruit you shall know them. With people of like minds, make friends with them. Make friends. Enjoy yourself. Go. You have people you go to fellowship with, people in your units, people in other fellowships too. Interact. Build a supportive network. Read people you read together. You can read together, you can share ideas, you can share okay, these ones. It makes your uni days memorable and enjoyable. It's more than just academics. People have learned skills that have helped them to, increase their employability by making friends. You don't even know where you are going. Maybe somebody that will say, I used to have a friend in my university days. That guy he's very good. He's good in this. He could be the one to recommend you later on. And we've had people by the way they that boy is a good boy, is kind. I think we can employ him. Just let him stay back. It's not only about so in all this, that guy is a bad, it's bad. No, we don't want him. So when they are not well behaved, when they are not, so your ability to communicate, your ability to interact with others can also help you to learn skills that will increase your employability later on in life. They have met a lot of people in school that the job they got later on, or the person they married later on was through school. So be a kind person, be socially balanced. Balance, that's the important thing. Balance it. Then emotionally, when student get admission, it's usually a kind, for some people it is fear. They are afraid. As I see many of them, they are afraid. They want to stay in their corner, their comfort zone. They are not launching out. They are not communicating. They are not interacting. And for others, it's I'm free. Here, yes, free at last. I want to explore all the places I cannot go. Mommy will say, sit there. Daddy will say, don't go there. Now I can do them on my own. So we have different categories like that. And for others, it may be a mixed feeling. That's why for the first few months of admission, for some people, they are still in the hostel crying. I miss mommy, I miss daddy, I miss this, I want to. So we have different categories. So whatever it is you have, it's okay to experience any of them. It's okay. It's not bad. Don't be scared. Involve God in every step and He will guide you. The book of Proverbs 3, verse 3 says, commit your ways unto God. He will guide you. He's our Father. That's why it is good to be the spiritual aspect. We've mentioned that He will guide you. Open up to your parents, call them. Mommy, I'm scared. I'm sure they will guide you. Have mentors. Yeah. Have people you can approach. Know people that can support you emotionally. It is very important. We've had a lot of students break down emotion because they are not emotionally matured. It's not by age. The universities, the commissions are putting regulations on age and all that. I used to say it. Maturity of students emotionally has nothing to do with age. It depends on how you have built yourself, how you know God, how you have support of parents and your mentors, and how personally you have groomed yourself. It's never late. if you are not yet emotionally stable, talk to people, read books, have personally as a lecturer, I have a lot of students who come to me because they know I will always, okay, do it like this, don't do like this, let's pray together, let's do. So you have somebody you can always approach whenever you feel down, whenever you don't feel up to something, you are scared about taking a step, you don't know how to navigate, you don't know what to do, you have, there be at different junctions, confusion, and people who refuse to seek help. That's when you now see them breaking down. That's when you see a lot of them being involved in so many things. They don't know. I don't know. Please know. Seek guidance. Seek help. Call your parent. Don't be too afraid. Don't say they will shout at me. My mommy will be afraid. My mommy will do. Talk to them. Your parents will definitely be understanding. Have somebody you can confide in. When you are, instead of giving up, instead of being scared, instead of say I'm not doing it again. We've had cases like that. Students saying, no, I'm not, this is too, the course is too tough for me. I can't do it. They will see them crying. I don't. So please, you need God, and in Him you can do all things. Talk to people, seek guidance. So for those who feel like, yes, I'm free, be careful. Please, be careful. There's a way that seems right to a man. The end, for some, please be careful. Don't let them free.
Ma, can we round up, ma?
So thank you. This is almost the last thing. Thank you. Yes. So don't follow the crowd. Don't be a man pleaser. Don't smell what you will not eat. Some people will say, I'm free. They want to try out. They want to go to this. They want to club. They want to do what others are doing. So please don't follow the crowd. And then, lastly, I want you to note that the university is a battleground like a soldier who has been receiving several trainings from your parents, from schools and all that. Now you are here, you are on your own, you need to represent God well, represent your family well, and represent yourself well. Honor your lecturers, don't be among those who disobey. Don't let the journey of 4 to 6 years that is supposed to build you now destroy you. Many people have lost their way in school because they lost focus. Please don't fall into drugs, prostitution, or depression. Always speak out. Suicide is never an option. Please, no matter how difficult your course may be, no matter whatever you are going through may be challenging, suicide is never an option. Please speak out. God will help you. And thank you very much. I pray that the Lord will guide you. In God we can do all things. The Lord will help you. You will not fail. You will not break down. You will not lose focus. You will not lose direction in Jesus' name. The Lord will build you up. He will guide your path. The Lord will cause you to triumph on every side. In the name of Jesus. Thank you very much. I'm Dr. Catherine Adeniji. This is my mail and my phone number. You can contact me for any question. I love to always counsel and be there for all my students. Thank you very much. I appreciate the Family Resource Ministry for this great opportunity. I do not take it for granted. God bless the ministry and God bless the organizers. Thank you very much.
Getting sprung. We used to dance the night away, hang out the whole next day.